It's time to fire it up.
Unlimited credit card, unlimited buying. I don't just buy one of these, I'll buy 20 of them, so there's no limit. Extension cords, there's no limit. I've 200,000-300,000 lights in my basement. I have enough sets to do half the city.
If you're standing inside my house looking out at any given time, you'll see hundreds of people standing there.
Anybody want a photo with this house?
When we try and leave our front door during Christmas, the crowds, the local police department has to set up on the corners to direct traffic, so sometimes you can't leave.
So what do? Oh, sorry, excuse me. And then I go right out to the back door of my own house. I think it's hilarious.
A lot of people gave us problems. They didn't want to know about it, they didn't like it. But every time they complained, I went bigger.
Over the bridge in Brooklyn, New York, one neighborhood is on a merry mission to claim the title of most festive place on earth. The residents of Dyker Heights spend all year meticulously planning their decorations in preparation for over 100,000 visitors descending on their doorsteps each Christmas.
This year, these very spooky nutcracker men who have moving eyes. Do you see them?
This is probably the craziest house I've seen so far.
It's quite the wow factor.
But who could possibly have started such a colossal operation? Not Santa, but she's the next best thing.
My name is Lucy, and I am the Queen of Christmas. I moved here in 1986. It was horrible because there was no decorations, nothing on this block. So being I come from a family that decorates, I said to my husband, this can't be. So what we did was we decorated, not extravagant the first year. All of a sudden, everybody started coming to the block. First, I was known as the troublemaker. All the streets blocked, you can't get down the block, all this. And I refused to let it bother me because you're not going to stop me from decorating. So every time that they said something, I just went bigger. And I kept adding, and I kept adding. I start decorating the end of October. Nothing stops me. It's just something that I promised. First, it was my mother. I carried it out for my mother. But 5 years ago, my husband had passed. And he told me, even though when I pass, we continue this. So now it's mostly in the memory of my husband. A lot of people gave us problems. They didn't want to know about it. They didn't like it. But I guess they felt if you can't beat them, you have to join them or go on vacation. It's as simple as that.
Lucy's neighbours haven't just joined the festivities. They're putting their own spin on things.
My name is Frank Mangano, and I'm an entrepreneur.
My name is Anthony Mussolino,
My name is Revi Mussolino, and I work at a middle school.
and I'm a local real estate broker.
My decorating style is primarily the lights. When people walk down the block and I'll hear them say, "Oh wow, look at how bright that house is," and I know then I did the right job. When I first purchased those bulbs, they weren't bright enough. We actually added a 100-watt LED light in each one of these bulbs. So that really helps to brighten up the display. And all the neighbors, I think they love the lights.
We joke sometimes and we say, you know what? I can't sleep at night because it's right in my window. But you know what? We appreciate Frank. We appreciate his whole decor.
Our decorating style is
Classic, really really well thought out.
no 3 words.
Our decorating style is classic, elegant, memorable.
Anyone can take a tour of this famous street, but they don't see the magic behind the doors.
So welcome to the inside of the Believe House. Right over here, I have some different types of Christmas pillows. I had to switch those out. Couldn't have just regular pillows for Christmas. So what I like to do is leave the front door open so all of the visitors can look in and see the tree. But there's so much light outside that we had to put extra lighting on this tree. This is a picture of my dad, and we used to do a lot of decorating when I was younger. I used to help him, and so this is a tradition and something now that I carry on in his memory. It was always fun just to help him do it, and it brought joy to him and to me and my whole family, so it was fun.
Across the road, the Mussolinos have a slightly different approach to decorating.
Welcome to our home. We are minimalists. Most of the decorations you'll see here is not much. We have our stockings, and these stockings are really cool because I've had them for, I'd say, about 18 years now. So this one is for Mima, which is my mother-in-law.
Grandma.
And this is my son, Jonah, and my daughter, Talia. And of course, Mommy, me, and Dad. We need dog stockings. Next year we'll have it.
Yeah.
We don't put ornaments on our tray because I find it to be mishmash. So here's how the lights change on the tree. This is my favorite feature. And especially that it's rotating. Really love it. See, like, look at that. Isn't that cool?
So some of my coworkers are.
They make fun of you.
They don't make fun. I think they think we're crazy to do the Christmas lights the way we do, because of some of the things that we have to go through. We're trying to leave the house some days, or just going to the store.
Our electric bill.
Electric bill's not that bad. We do mostly LED lights now, so.
I'm like, well, it's for the holiday. And some people want to be more elaborate, so it's like a competition sometimes. Some people really want. I really do think sometimes people compete, but overall, the more the merrier, if this is what they love to do, why not?
Competing with the residents of Dyker Heights is not for the faint-hearted. But in the neighbourhood next door, one resident is going all out.
It's not a competition. I got the best, and have new and the best every year, the newest technology, The people that decorate those houses want to hire me because they can't get people that are qualified to do the work. They see my ideas and they want them in their business, My name is Roy Jensen. I was born and raised in Beirut. Dyker Heights, Lucy started probably 40 years ago, and my parents took me there and I loved it. She had lights, but she had everything. She had like 1,000 items in front of a small little house, everything lined up and stacked on top of each other, and everything but the kitchen sink is there, That inspired me also. I started in '89 when I bought the house. I was 22 years old. I filled the whole tree with bows, and then a couple of lights, and then it just grew every year.
Roy might be retired, but he decorates for all the holidays, so it's really become a full-time job.
Some people like that I decorate. Some people are pissed that I can't spend time with them, The holiday house has taken actually almost 100% of my time during the holidays, If I had to estimate, decorations spent probably $150,000 a year. Unlimited credit card, unlimited buying. I don't just buy one of these, I'll buy 20 of them, so there's no limit. Extension cords, there's no limit. You have to have 1,000 of them, 2,000. I've 200,000-300,000 lights in my basement, not just 1,000 sets. I have enough sets to do half the city. At the end of the season, I'll donate to people that don't have decorations. We don't store any of this. A few items I'll save. The tall, nutcrackers that are handmade and unique stuff. Other than that, we get all new product.
No matter the location, for all these decorating titans, one thing makes it all worthwhile.
When visitors come here, their eyes light up. It's amazing. And the compliments, they're encouraging me and thanking me, drives me to do this.
I'm like, well, it's for the holiday.
Yeah, we do it for the kids.
Definitely
we do it for the
kids,
neighborhood, and obviously for the visitors.
I feel that I was meant to do this. It wouldn't feel right for Christmas if I was somewhere else and I didn't have this crowd of people.
And Lucy certainly isn't letting this tradition go anywhere.
I have two sons. One is 53 and one is 50. And I always told them, you have to carry this out. You have to continue it. Nothing stops me.